Hello everyone, myself Sai Prasad. I am a lecturer in the Ahmedabad High School and the Junior College. Welcome to the series of lectures of the Intermediate Maths 1B. Here today till now we have been discussing the locus, transformation and few topics of the straight lines. That is, we have discussed the few definitions of the slope and we have discussed the different forms of equations such as slope form, slope intercept form and so on. Today we are going to discuss few more special forms of equations such as normal form, symmetric form and different kinds of parametric equations. What is a normal form? Normal form, it doesn't mean English normal. The normal itself indicates it is a perpendicular line. Okay, let us see. For example, if this is a coordinate axis, there is some line from this origin. The distance of this perpendicular line is P, where alpha is the angle made by this perpendicular with the x-axis. Okay, by simplifying this we can simply write this equation as x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to P, where alpha is the angle made by the perpendicular from origin to the line with the x-axis in the positive x direction, in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, where P is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line, it is perpendicular distance. Is it okay? The next is symmetric form. Symmetric form, it consists of one point through which it passes, that is x1 and y1, and the angle is also given here. This is quite different from the angle which we discussed before. If this is a line that is making an angle theta with the positive x direction in the anti-clockwise direction, with the positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction, that is theta. Therefore, it can be written as x minus x1 by cos theta equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. The third thing is parametric equations. Parametric, the term itself indicates that this is an equation which consists of the parameter r. From where did this r come? It is so simple to understand. Let's see how did it come. See here, x minus x1 by cos theta. Let us simplify that particular thing. Let us take this x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. Since it is ratio, we can equate it to some constant. Let us assume that constant, say r. Okay, see here once again. Here x minus x1 is to cos theta, that is in the ratio. The ratio of this and the ratio of this are equal. Therefore, x minus x1 by cos theta equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. Since those both are equal, we can equate it to some other parameter, let us say r. Okay, now let us equate these both. It becomes x minus x1 by cos theta equal to r, right? Then we will equate these both, y minus y1 by sin theta equal to r. Done. From this we get x minus x1 is equal to r cos theta, y minus y1 is equal to r sin theta. Therefore, x is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta. Is it the same? Is it clear? These are simply called as parametric equations. Done. Shall we move on to the next? By this we have different forms, such as how many of different forms of equations we have discussed till now? Slope form, slope intercept form, point slope form, 2 points form, right? These are different kinds which we have discussed yesterday. Today we have discussed three different forms, that is normal form, symmetric form and the parametric equations. Okay, these are different kinds. And you also know that the general equation of any straight line is always in the form of ax plus by equal to 0. Right? Whatever it is, this is a general form. From that only we are going to derive all the different forms. Shall we go on to solve the example? Yes, right. Let us solve one example. See here, the question given here, it is x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. He is telling us to transform into slope intercept form and the normal form. We already know that slope intercept form is y equal to mx plus c. Hope you remember, right? Slope intercept, slope is m and my intercept is c, right? How to solve that? How to transform this into that? It is very simple to solve. That is, y is equal to mx plus c, which means only the y should be on the LHS and the remaining things should be on the y axis, and y should be positive. Don't forget this, y should be positive and its coefficient must be 1. Okay, then what can we do? Let us do. See here, x plus y plus 1 equal to 0, right? Let us keep this y this side only and let us transform remaining 2 parameters to the right hand side. Is it clear? Yes or no? For more better simplification, let us write it as minus 1 into x plus minus 1. Is it similarly in the form of y equal to mx plus c? Isn't it? Yes or no? What is m here? M is minus 1, c is also minus 1. Clear? Did we transform into slope intercept form? Yes, we did. Is it clear, everyone? It's very simple and very useful, too useful in the further problems. Once again, let me discuss. X plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. The general form of slope intercept form is y equal to mx plus c, which means the only y term should be on the left hand side and its coefficient should be positive and unity. Clear? For example, if there is a question like this, x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Y is equal to mx plus c. What is m here? Minus 1 by 2. And what is c? Minus 1 by 2. Is it okay? Now let us go to intercept form. How to find the intercept form? That is, x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. This can also be solved in two ways. Yesterday we have discussed that whenever we put y is equal to 0, we get x intercept. Okay, once again I am telling, whenever we put y is equal to 0, we get x intercept. Okay, whenever we put x equal to 0, we get y intercept. Okay, done. Here we can simplify directly in that way and we can directly write the values of a and b, or else by the given equation only we can justly simplify like this. X plus y is equal to minus 1. Okay, the right side constant itself is 1. Therefore, whatever the number is there on right side, whatever the constant it is there on right side, we have to divide it the same number on the both the sides. Here it is minus 1. Let us divide minus 1 on both sides. Is it okay? Done? Then it becomes x by minus 1 plus y by minus 1 is equal to 1. What is a here? A is minus 1, b is minus 1. Those are the intercepts. Therefore, this is the intercept form. Okay? See here, remember one more thing. Writing into the intercept form is not enough. You have to mention what is the value of a and what is the value of b. Is it clear? Let us do for that sum also. Let's try what will happen. X plus 2y is equal to minus 1. The same minus 1 is on that side. Let us divide the same x by minus 1 plus 2y by minus 1 equal to 1. See here, what is the coefficient of y here? Nothing should be beside x and y, which means the coefficient should be 1. Then I will transform this 2 from numerator to the denominator. Then it becomes x by minus 1 plus y by minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 1. Clear? Is this in the intercept form? Yes, it is in the intercept form. What is the value of a here? A is minus 1, b is minus 1 by 2. Yes, is it clear to understand? Right? We have formed slope intercept form, we have converted into intercept form. The next is the normal form, which is the main concept for today, right? Let us do that. So here, to convert into the normal form, we have 3 basic steps. We can classify into simple things. Let us see how to do that. See here, let me tell you in general. What is the general form? Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Right? Normal. Remember, the normal itself has many meanings. It is the perpendicular. It is normalizing. Normalizing is, for example, a, b, c are 3 terms. Then the normalizing is a by under root a square plus b square plus c square. right? Here what are the variable terms ax and by? What are the coefficients a and b? Okay, then we have to take it as divide by a square plus b square under root on both sides. Is it clear? What is a here? A is 1, b is also 1, c is also 1. Okay, now let us find the value of a square plus b square, that is under root 1 square plus 1 square, that is root 2. Is it clear? This is root 2. Let us divide root 2 to all the terms, that is 1 by root 2 into x, 1 by root 2 into y plus 1 by root 2. Let us transform this 1 by root 2 that side. Now see here, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. What is p here? See here, I am explaining the highest level of the problem in finding the normals. It is not just simple, try to concentrate. What is the value of p? What is p actually? It is the perpendicular distance. Can p be negative? Distance cannot be negative, therefore we have to transform this negative sign to this side. It becomes minus 1 by root 2 into x plus minus 1 by root 2 into y, that is equal to 1 by root 2. Now is p positive? Obviously. What is cos theta here? Right? This is finally in the form of normal form, where x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to 1 by root 2. What is cos alpha? Minus 1 by root 2. When will you get a negative sign for the cos? 1 by root 2 is obviously 45. Okay, let us discuss. When you will get a 45, when you will get a negative for cos? Cos and sin both are negative here. When will you get this condition? Cos and sin both are negative. When will you get that? When tan is positive, that is in the third quadrant. That is nothing but alpha is 5 pi by 4. Therefore, the equation simply can be written as x cos 5 pi by 4 plus y sin 5 pi by 4 equal to 1 by root 2, where p is 1 by root 2. This is how we solve for a transforming a given general equation into the normal form. Is it clear till here? Everyone, what all we discussed in this session is, we have discussed the normal form, how to solve this, and how to transform a given equation into normal form, slope intercept form and intercept forms. Is it clear? After this, we will discuss few things on parametric equation, and let us solve one or two problems on this normal. Okay, let us see. Now let us discuss the few more examples of straight line equations. That is, we have discussed about the previous in the previous session we have discussed about how to transform a given equation into slope intercept form, normal form and other forms. Okay, clearly let us have one more question like that, to transform this into a slope intercept form, an intercept form and the normal form. Let us find. Done. Let us start. 3x plus 4y plus 12 equal to 0. What is slope intercept form? Y is equal to mx plus c, which means the only y term should be on the left side and remaining terms should be on the right side. Only y, that is the coefficient of y must be 1 and it should be positive. Therefore, it becomes y is equal to minus 3x by 4 minus 12 by 4. Can we cancel? If possible, try to cancel. Therefore, it is minus 3 by 4 into x plus minus 3. Okay, because the format clearly it is y is equal to mx plus c. What is m here? Minus 3 by 4. What is c? Minus 3. Is it clear? This is how we solve for transforming a given general equation into slope intercept form. Similarly, let us find how to transform the equation into intercept form. That is, what is the first step we have to do? We have to send the constant to the right hand side. Clear? Whatever it is, we have to make it as 1. Therefore, we will divide both the sides with minus 12. That is 3x by minus 12, 4y by minus 12 is equal to 1. It becomes, if possible, cancel it. X by minus 4 plus y by minus 3 is equal to 1. What is a here? Minus 4. What is b? Minus 3. Is it clear? Everyone, a is minus 4 and b is minus 3. This is exactly in the form of x by a plus y by b equal to 1. Done. Now, the next thing we have to do is we have to convert into the normal form. How to convert? The first step we have to do is we have to divide by under root a square plus b square. Okay, what is a here? 3 square 9, 4 square is 16, that is root 25, which is 5. We have to divide by 5 on the both the sides. Let us do that. 3x plus 4y equal to minus 12 divided by 5 divided by 5 divided by 5. Okay, what is the format which we should have? The right side, it should not be negative sign. Therefore, we will transform everything as minus 3 by 5 into x minus 4 by 5 into y is equal to plus 12 by 5. Clear? Is it clearly in the form of x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p? Done. Let us compare it. X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. What is cos alpha? Minus 3 by 5. What is sin alpha? What is sin alpha? Minus 4 by 5 and p is 12 by 5. Is it clear? It's enough. If you want to continue further, sin by cos is nothing but tan alpha. What will it become? 4 by 3. From this we can write alpha is equal to tan inverse 4 by 3. This is the angle and this is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line. This is how we solve for transforming a given equation into different forms. Is it okay? Now let us go to the next problem, that is find the sum of squares of intercepts of this point. Right? Sum of squares of intercepts, that is, to solve that we need the intercepts of this particular equation first. Yes, let us see that. 4x minus 3y is equal to 12. How do we find the intercepts? By dividing 12 on the both the sides. 4x minus 3y divided by 12 equal to 12 by 12. What will it become? 4 3s are 3 4s are. It will become x by 3 minus y by 4 equal to 1. Is it intercept form? No, it is not. The y coefficient should be positive. So we will transform that to denominator. What is a here? 3. B is minus 4. He is asking us to find sum of squares of intercepts. Okay, that is 3 square and minus 4 square, that is 9 plus 16, answer is 25. Is it okay? Is it clear? This is how we will use to find intercepts and we'll simplify them. The topics for today. Let's discuss the remaining concepts in the next class. Thank you.